Chosen one, what you are about to reveal will leave the world speechless. Nothing can hide the truth anymore. Every skeptic, every scholar, every sacred authority will be confronted with evidence they cannot deny. The patterns that once seemed scattered, Greek myths, Plleadian wisdom, Atlantean tales, now converge in perfect alignment, all pointing to you. Every theory, every legend, every question humanity has asked about the divine collapses into clarity before your proof. And before we continue, take a moment. Hit that like button, subscribe so we can reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That simple act amplifies this energy, signaling your readiness to witness what comes next. The impossible is no longer hypothetical. The hidden connections are no longer mysteries. The universe itself confirms that everything aligns through you, and the world will have no choice but to recognize the extraordinary truth you just revealed. The moment of undeniable truth is not merely an event, it is a seismic shift in human understanding. What we once regarded as distant myths, speculative theology, or ancient mysteries suddenly transforms into tangible reality. This revelation bridges gaps between history, spirituality, and science, providing clarity that was previously unimaginable. The significance lies in its ability to unify fragmented knowledge, dissolving skepticism and speculation alike. Humanity is no longer left questioning. Evidence now commands recognition. Beyond intellectual curiosity, this moment changes the way we perceive existence itself. It challenges every assumption about life, the universe, and the forces guiding them. By merging evidence from countless civilizations, forgotten texts, and cosmic insight, it shows that our understanding of the divine was always incomplete, and now completeness is within reach. The impact is profound. This is not a new theory. It is a confirmation that transforms human consciousness. Finally, the importance extends to human action and purpose. Knowing that the divine is conscious and present shifts moral, spiritual, and philosophical perspectives. Decisions can no longer be made in isolation from the truth that has revealed itself. The collective awakening of awareness, responsibility, and potential comes directly from this moment, making it one of the most crucial turning points in history. Personally, I find this revelation utterly transformative. It is rare to encounter a moment where evidence is so compelling that disbelief feels irrational. Witnessing the convergence of myth, history, and cosmic knowledge evokes awe, humility, and profound respect for the interconnectedness of all things. The realization that what we considered symbolic or lost is in fact a unified truth is deeply moving. I believe this revelation challenges not only intellectual paradigms, but also emotional ones. It calls for humans to embrace a greater sense of wonder and accountability. Knowledge of such magnitude cannot leave anyone untouched. It evokes reflection on our place in the universe, our potential, and the path humanity must follow. Ultimately, this moment inspires hope. It suggests that what was once fragmented, confusing, or inaccessible can be understood and integrated. It ignites curiosity, while simultaneously offering closure, a rare combination that has the power to reshape our collective consciousness for generations. From the first instant the evidence was revealed, disbelief became impossible. There is a clarity so precise that hesitation dissolves, leaving only recognition. This moment transcends argument or persuasion. It is an encounter with reality itself. People who once doubted now find themselves staring at an undeniable truth, a truth that cannot be ignored or rationalized away. The intensity of this moment is overwhelming. Every aspect of history, science, and spirituality aligns perfectly, creating a tapestry of knowledge so coherent it commands recognition. Skepticism, no matter how rigorous, is silenced not by persuasion but by sheer, irrefutable fact. The air of uncertainty that has haunted humanity for millennia evaporates, replaced by awe and reverence. Emotionally, this moment resonates with a profound sense of release. Humans have long sought certainty in an uncertain world. Here, it is given. The psychological impact is immense, as decades of searching, questioning, and doubting suddenly crystallize into clarity. It is both exhilarating and humbling. What is revealed is more than information. It is confirmation of something deeply personal and cosmic at once. The connection to the divine, the cosmos, and the human journey is undeniable. Those present experience a shift, not only in understanding, but in the very perception of existence itself. Finally, this moment signifies a turning point for humanity. Knowledge that was once fragmented or obscured is now accessible. The traditional gatekeepers of sacred knowledge, trained to protect and question, faced a truth that left them awestruck. Evidence came from diverse sources: ancient manuscripts, forgotten civilizations, astronomical records, and even patterns hidden within mythologies. What once seemed symbolic or allegorical now carried a precision that could be measured, analyzed, and verified. There was no ambiguity. Every claim, every story, every legend pointed toward the same undeniable conclusion. The silencing of authority was not just intellectual, it was deeply emotional. For those devoted to defending conventional wisdom, the revelation forced a confrontation with humility, respect, and awe. The certainty of proof transformed the landscape of sacred scholarship forever. This evidence also reshaped the way humanity perceives divine knowledge. It showed that no single tradition or scholar holds the monopoly on truth. When cross-referenced across cultures and eras, evidence reveals a hidden unity that transcends human interpretation. Ultimately, the evidence did not ask for belief. It demanded acknowledgement. It transformed the sacred from a domain of speculation into a field of certainty. The convergence of proof silenced debate, leaving only the acceptance of what had always existed beyond doubt. Perfection in the evidence left even the most skeptical observers stunned. There were no errors, no contradictions, no approximations, only flawless alignment across every dimension of discovery. This perfection was not human in origin. It was cosmic, transcending ordinary logic or expectation. Each detail fits seamlessly into the next. Patterns hidden for millennia suddenly became apparent, connecting Greek myths to Atlantean knowledge and Plleadian records. What once appeared as scattered fragments of imagination now revealed a coherent design. The precision was astonishing, invoking both fear and reverence for the scale of intelligence behind it. Emotionally, encountering such perfection evokes wonder, unlike anything else. Humans are accustomed to uncertainty and imperfection. To witness absolute clarity is a transformative experience. It inspires humility and reverence for the intelligence and consciousness that shaped the universe. The impact extends beyond personal awe. it reshapes the collective understanding of reality. When perfection leaves no room for doubt, human assumptions about chance, randomness, and myth crumble. It forces the realization that existence is intentional, deliberate, and deeply meaningful. In the end, perfection is both a guide and a revelation. It points directly toward the source of all knowledge and divinity, leaving no alternative interpretation. Doubt is not just unhelpful, it becomes inconceivable. Centuries of theology, philosophy, and religious debate were suddenly reframed. Theories that once dominated human thought collapsed under the weight of unified evidence. What had been accepted as symbolic, allegorical, or interpretive was now recognized as a misreading of a much larger truth. Traditional concepts of God, distant, abstract, or unknowable, proved incomplete. Evidence showed the divine to be present, conscious, and verifiable. The idea of a detached deity was replaced by one intimately connected to the patterns of life, history, and the cosmos. Emotionally, this collapse is both unsettling and liberating. Humans often find comfort in familiar frameworks of divinity, but confronting a truth that is larger and more comprehensive transforms fear into awe. The boundaries of imagination expand, allowing for deeper understanding and connection. The shift also challenges institutions and hierarchies built on older interpretations. Knowledge that transcends tradition undermines rigid dogma, promoting humility, curiosity, and open inquiry instead of blind adherence. Ultimately, the collapse of traditional theories is not destructive, it is constructive. It clears the path for a new era of comprehension, where the divine is no longer a matter of debate, but a living, observable reality that inspires action, reflection, and purpose. The revelation provided proof so comprehensive that it redefined the very nature of divinity. No longer confined to vague spiritual concepts, the divine became a tangible, conscious presence, interwoven with reality itself. Every ancient text, legend, and symbol could now be reinterpreted as a direct reflection of this ultimate truth. Scientific methods and historical research aligned in a way previously thought impossible. Patterns in the stars, planetary movements, and human history all pointed toward the same source. It was as if the universe itself was a message, waiting for humanity to recognize its coherence. The evidence was not abstract. It was measurable, verifiable, and undeniable. Emotionally, this proof was overwhelming. Belief transformed into recognition. Where once humans wrestled with faith, doubt, and skepticism, they now face certainty. Symbols, once thought allegorical, became precise markers of universal patterns. Their expertise, while immense, could not counteract the overwhelming clarity of the evidence. The confrontation with the unexplainable was both intellectual and emotional. Scholars experienced a mix of awe, humility, and reverence. The evidence challenged every assumption, leaving no room for ego or bias. What they had once taught as theory was now revealed as incomplete fragments of a grander truth. This unexplainable reality forced the integration of multiple disciplines: astronomy, archaeology, linguistics, and metaphysics merged seamlessly. Each field contributed a piece, creating a mosaic of knowledge that could no longer be disputed. Emotionally, this confrontation was transformative. Scholars who had spent lifetimes defending dogma now found themselves embracing curiosity and wonder. The experience shifted their perception of authority, knowledge, and the human capacity to comprehend divine intelligence. Ultimately, the unexplainable became explainable through synthesis and alignment. It revealed that the universe is not random but purposeful, that divinity is present and conscious, and that human understanding is capable of recognizing it when guided by evidence. Hidden patterns that spanned millennia and continents suddenly became visible. From the pyramids of Egypt to the temples of Greece and the lost cities of Atlantis, each structure, myth, and symbol revealed deliberate design, pointing toward the same source. This alignment was too precise to be coincidence. Astronomical alignments, architectural symmetry, and coded messages in myths formed a cosmic blueprint. Across civilizations, separated by time and geography, the same truths were encoded. This suggested not just shared knowledge, but a universal intelligence guiding human development. Emotionally, recognizing these patterns evokes a profound sense of connection. Humanity was no longer fragmented. The past, present, and cosmic order seemed intricately linked. There is awe in seeing that ancient civilizations, often dismissed as myth or primitive, were part of a greater plan. The revelation also challenges modern interpretations of history. Human progress, philosophy, and spiritual traditions can now be seen as threads woven into a coherent tapestry, each civilization contributing a vital piece of understanding. Ultimately, the unveiling of these patterns serves as a bridge between knowledge and consciousness. It demonstrates that human experience, when examined deeply, is part of an orchestrated design that transcends time, culture, and belief. Greek myths, legends, and philosophies were often studied in isolation, yet they now converge into a unified origin. Gods, heroes, and cosmological tales reveal encoded knowledge, pointing to the same conscious intelligence guiding humanity. The divine becomes both personal and universal through these connections. Philosophers like Plato and Pythagoras, often regarded as thinkers ahead of their time, emerge as interpreters of this intelligence. Their writings, when read alongside other ancient records, reveal astonishing coherence. Patterns of morality, cosmic order, and spiritual laws all point to the same source. Emotionally, this revelation evokes admiration for the wisdom of antiquity. The ancients were not merely storytellers, they were guardians of truth, leaving coded pathways for future generations to discover. The sense of continuity between past and present is both humbling and inspiring. Greek history also aligns with cosmic phenomena. From planetary alignments to stellar patterns, the myths are mapped onto the heavens themselves. This multidimensional understanding suggests the ancients were not only aware of the cosmos, but guided by it. Ultimately, reconnecting Greek origins to a single source demonstrates that human civilization has always been part of a larger, intelligent design. It bridges the gap between mythology and reality, showing that divine intelligence has always been present, deliberate, and conscious. The mysteries of Atlantis, long dismissed as legend, now reveal concrete knowledge encoded in architecture, texts, and artifacts. The civilization's advanced understanding of energy, astronomy, and spirituality aligns seamlessly with other ancient wisdom. Atlantis emerges as a beacon of universal truth. Atlantean records describe technologies and insights that were thought impossible for their time. From energy grids to consciousness-enhancing practices, these discoveries point toward a civilization intimately connected with the divine. Their legacy, once scattered and cryptic, now forms a coherent map of knowledge. Emotionally, the rediscovery of Atlantean wisdom inspires wonder. Humans realize that civilizations capable of immense advancement have existed and contributed to the collective understanding of life, the cosmos, and spiritual evolution. Ancient Plleadian knowledge, once considered speculative, now aligns with Earth's historical and spiritual realities. These records describe human origins, cosmic connections, and consciousness evolution with a precision that confirms humanity's link to the stars. The Plleadian records provide insights into interstellar guidance and the spiritual evolution of humanity. They describe a network of intelligence supporting life on Earth, explaining phenomena previously thought mythical. These alignments now serve as a blueprint for understanding humanity's purpose. Emotionally, encountering such knowledge evokes awe. Humanity feels seen, guided, and part of a larger cosmic plan. The Plleadian alignment reassures that our existence is not random but deliberate, nurtured by intelligence beyond Earth. The convergence of these records with ancient civilizations strengthens the sense of unity across time and space. Human experience, mythology, and cosmic patterns intersect, revealing a coherent story of conscious evolution. Ultimately, the alignment of Plleadian knowledge with earthly truth highlights that the universe is interconnected. Humanity is not isolated. We are participants in a conscious, intelligent design that transcends time, culture, and space. What was once fragmented into countless myths and legends now coalesces into a single, coherent identity. Gods, heroes, and celestial beings from different cultures are revealed as different expressions of the same universal intelligence. This merging dissolves contradictions. Stories of creation, cosmic order, and divine intervention are no longer competing claims, but complementary facets of one truth. Humanity's spiritual heritage, often divided by geography and language, now reveals an underlying unity. Emotionally, this revelation inspires a profound sense of belonging. It reassures that diverse cultures were never separate. They were interpreting the same source through different lenses. Respect and empathy for all human traditions grow exponentially. This unification also clarifies moral and philosophical guidance. Principles across cultures converge, showing that universal ethics and cosmic laws have always existed, awaiting recognition. Ultimately, merging myths into one identity transforms human perception of divinity. It confirms that diversity in expression is harmonious rather than contradictory, revealing a single, conscious intelligence guiding existence. Across time, cultures, and myths, all paths point toward a singular figure, the Chosen One. This being embodies the unity of knowledge, divinity, and consciousness. Evidence of their existence is irrefutable, marking a pinnacle in humanity's understanding of reality. The Chosen One serves as a living bridge between cosmic intelligence and human experience. Every legend, prophecy, and record converges on their presence, revealing wisdom and insight that transcends ordinary understanding. Emotionally, the recognition of such a figure evokes reverence and awe. Humans sense both humility and inspiration, understanding that guidance has always been available, encoded in the very fabric of existence. This figure is not symbolic, but real, conscious, and active. Their existence validates the convergence of civilizations, myths, and cosmic knowledge, demonstrating that the divine is accessible and present. Ultimately, the Chosen One becomes the focal point of understanding. All roads converge here, offering clarity, unity, and undeniable proof that divinity is neither distant nor abstract. It is living, aware, and intimately connected with humanity. For the first time, logic, history, and prophecy converge. Events predicted in ancient texts align with archaeological evidence and cosmic patterns, demonstrating that foresight and understanding were encoded deliberately across time. Historical records, often dismissed as symbolic, reveal exact dates, alignments, and occurrences that match cosmic events. Prophecies once thought metaphorical are now clearly corroborated by evidence, showing the interplay of intelligence and design. Emotionally, witnessing this unity evokes wonder. The sense that humanity is part of an orchestrated plan, where past, present, and future are connected, inspires both humility and awe. The unification of these disciplines reinforces the credibility of the Chosen One's revelations. Every field, when interpreted together, confirms the same underlying intelligence. Speculation about the nature of God and divinity is no longer necessary. Evidence, patterns, and convergence reveal a conscious, present, and accessible intelligence that is undeniably divine. Faith is no longer a requirement. Recognition of reality is sufficient. The divine is not abstract or distant. It interacts with human history, guides civilizations, and leaves traces of its presence across the cosmos. This understanding elevates human consciousness, replacing uncertainty with clarity and reverence. Emotionally, this certainty brings relief and inspiration. Humanity can now align its purpose, morality, and creativity with an intelligence that is both observable and benevolent. The revelation transforms the very concept of worship and devotion. Humans no longer pray into a void. They engage with a conscious, present force that responds, interacts, and coexists with life. Ultimately, the end of speculation marks a new era. Humanity moves from seeking answers to embodying understanding, from wondering to recognizing, and from believing to knowing. When all evidence, patterns, civilizations, myths, and cosmic insights converge, only one conclusion remains. Divinity is conscious, present, and verifiable. The Chosen One is not symbolic. They are the nexus of this intelligence, the living proof of universal truth. All previous debates, doubts, and skepticism dissolve. Reality itself confirms what was once questioned, leaving no ambiguity. This conclusion is not imposed. It emerges naturally from the alignment of evidence and experience. Emotionally, accepting this conclusion evokes humility, awe, and gratitude. Humanity is invited into a deeper understanding of purpose, connection, and responsibility. This conclusion also redefines human potential. Knowledge of divine presence inspires innovation, compassion, and unity, guiding humanity toward a future aligned with cosmic intelligence. Ultimately, reality does not require faith. It demands acknowledgement. The proof is complete, the patterns are clear, and the truth is undeniable. We live within a conscious, deliberate, and interconnected universe. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Understanding the subtle forces shaping your life allows you to navigate challenges with clarity and purpose. Every decision, thought, and action carries energy that influences both your inner world and the external environment. By cultivating awareness, you begin to see patterns where others see chaos. Awareness helps in recognizing limiting beliefs that hold you back. Often, we are trapped by invisible chains of doubt and fear. Observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment creates the space for change. You realize that personal growth is not about forcing outcomes, but aligning with truth and authenticity. The world itself responds to heightened awareness. Opportunities previously overlooked suddenly become visible, and connections with people, ideas, and experiences flow more naturally. Life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a conscious dance with the universe. Emotionally, awareness brings freedom and empowerment. There's a quiet confidence in knowing that you are attuned to reality, able to respond rather than react. Challenges are reframed as lessons, and setbacks are interpreted as guidance rather than failure. Ultimately, embracing awareness transforms your life into a journey of conscious evolution. Every step becomes intentional, and your choices resonate with purpose, creating a ripple effect that elevates both you and those around you. Vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, yet it is the gateway to true strength. Allowing yourself to be open and authentic fosters deeper connections and understanding. When you embrace vulnerability, you dismantle the masks that prevent genuine growth and human connection. Being vulnerable requires courage. It involves admitting fears, acknowledging failures, and expressing emotions honestly. This courage strengthens resilience as each act of openness builds trust in yourself and your ability to navigate life's uncertainties. Vulnerability fosters empathy. By sharing struggles and emotions, you create space for others to do the same. This mutual exchange nurtures relationships, builds communities, and cultivates a culture of compassion. Emotionally, vulnerability allows you to experience life fully. Joy, love, and fulfillment are heightened because they are no longer filtered through walls of fear or pretense. Every experience gains depth and meaning. Ultimately, strength through vulnerability teaches that true power lies not in control or suppression, but in authenticity. Embracing it transforms challenges into opportunities for connection, growth, and emotional resilience. Patience is not passive waiting. It is the art of steadfast persistence while remaining grounded in the present. Life often tests endurance, and success is rarely immediate. Ultimately, patience is a transformative practice. It empowers you to navigate life's complexities gracefully, aligning persistence with wisdom and ensuring that progress is sustainable, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. Failure is not the end. It is a teacher disguised as a challenge. Every setback carries lessons that refine skills, clarify purpose, and strengthen resilience. Recognizing failure as a necessary step toward mastery transforms fear into motivation. Examining failure objectively allows for deep insight. What went wrong? What could have been done differently? These questions illuminate blind spots, reveal limitations, and inspire growth. Wisdom emerges not from success alone, but from learning through adversity. Emotionally, failure builds humility and resilience. Experiencing loss or defeat fosters empathy, patience, and self-awareness. It becomes a reminder that strength is not measured by invincibility, but by the ability to rise again, wiser and more prepared. Failure encourages innovation. When familiar paths fail, creativity and problem-solving are stimulated. Many of history's greatest achievements arose from initial setbacks, illustrating that obstacles often serve as gateways to higher understanding. Ultimately, failure is an essential ingredient of growth. By embracing it, reflecting on it, and learning from it, we transform setbacks into stepping stones that elevate knowledge, wisdom, and life mastery. Intentions are the seeds from which outcomes grow. Conscious intention aligns thought, action, and energy toward desired results. When clarity guides intention, effort becomes focused, and life begins to flow with greater ease and purpose. Setting intention requires self-reflection. Understanding what truly matters allows you to prioritize energy and resources effectively. Intentions grounded in authenticity are far more powerful than those imposed by societal expectations or fleeting desires. Emotionally, intention empowers. Acting with purpose reduces anxiety, uncertainty, and indecision. Every choice gains meaning, and even challenges are interpreted as opportunities to refine focus and strengthen resolve. Intentions also influence others. Clear, authentic energy resonates, inspiring collaboration, trust, and alignment. Relationships, projects, and communities benefit when actions are guided by conscious purpose rather than random momentum. Ultimately, harnessing intention transforms life into an intentional journey. It bridges dreams and reality, ensuring that effort is meaningful, outcomes are aligned, and every moment contributes to growth, fulfillment, and lasting impact. Growth begins at the edge of comfort. Life rewards those willing to confront fear, embrace uncertainty, and pursue challenges that expand boundaries. Remaining in comfort may feel safe, but it limits potential, creativity, and fulfillment. Stepping beyond comfort develops courage. Each act of bravery reinforces confidence, self-trust, and resilience. It demonstrates that fear is not a barrier, but a signal pointing toward growth and opportunity. Emotionally, discomfort cultivates adaptability. Facing uncertainty teaches patience, emotional regulation, and perspective. It transforms anxiety into excitement and hesitation into bold action. Challenges beyond comfort often reveal latent talents and capacities. When pushed to adapt, the mind and body unlock abilities previously dormant, expanding both skill and understanding. Ultimately, leaving comfort behind is an invitation to transform. It turns life into a dynamic journey where courage, creativity, and personal evolution replace stagnation, fear, and limitation. Focus is the compass of achievement. In a world filled with distraction, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters determines progress and success. Focus transforms scattered effort into meaningful, impactful results. Developing focus requires discipline and clarity. By identifying priorities, eliminating unnecessary noise, and committing fully to the task at hand, the mind becomes a powerful tool capable of extraordinary achievement. Emotionally, focus reduces overwhelm. When energy is directed intentionally, stress decreases and confidence grows. The mind, once chaotic, becomes calm, organized, and purpose-driven. Focus also enhances creativity. Concentrated attention allows for deeper insight, innovation, and connection between ideas. Complex challenges become solvable when approached with sustained, undivided mental energy. Ultimately, mastering focus empowers achievement, fulfillment, and growth. It enables the transformation of vision into reality, dreams into tangible outcomes, and potential into actualized success. Consistency is the invisible force behind every lasting achievement. Small, persistent efforts accumulate into remarkable results over time.